Good evening and welcome to this edition of North Penn News. I'm Trish Williams along with Joel Brown. In our top story tonight, at the April 9th monthly work session, the North Penn School Board decided the Kenneth Road property bought in 1993 for the site of a second high school will be used to farm corn and pumpkins. The land cost the district $6.5 million. A year-by-year lease of $900 will be offered to John McCauley to farm part of the 130 acres of land.
The new North Penn School Board decided a new bond is the way to go for funds to complete current and future projects. A bond of $25 million to $26 million would be required to complete current projects and future ones, including $18 million for the high school addition, and another $2.5 million will go toward the expansion of North Montco Technical Career Centers, and $1.6 million will go to completing the Penndale Middle School project. An additional $3.1 million will be included to complete projects, including renovations at Penfield and Pembroke Middle Schools, and $350,000 will be included to upgrade the district's administrative software. The bond must be obtained by July 1st for the expansion of North Montco.
The family of former North Penn teacher and high school counselor Isabella Jones has established a new scholarship fund in her memory. Mrs. Jones was a counselor at the high school from its creation in 1955. Then she was chairperson for the high school guidance department from 1968 until her retirement in 1980. She was also a teacher at the York Avenue Elementary School and the former Line Street Elementary School. The family has requested that in lieu of flowers, memorial contributions be sent to the Isabella S. Jones Memorial Scholarship Fund via the North Penn School District Educational Service Center to the attention of Mrs. Sandra Taylor.
District administrators have announced the schedule for the end-of-the-year activities at North Penn High School, the North Penn School District, rather. The senior prom will be held May 17th, and senior awards night June 3rd, class night June 11th, and reflections June 12th. Commencement will be held at 7 p.m. on June 13th, and the rain date is June 14th at 5. Final exams for students will be given on June 17th and 11th for underclassmen on June 10th, 11th, and 12th. Last day for seniors is June 13th and June 14th for all of the students.
Jean Sue and Christopher Cushman, both members of the class of '96 and members of the North Penn School District since kindergarten, have been selected to be the speakers at the first annual Seniors' Choice Award banquet on April 11th. Teachers who received the awards were selected by the class of 1996.
The North Penn High School Key Club recently competed with other Pennsylvania Key Clubs with membership of 65 members or more and earned third place for achievement of service at home, school, and community. Key Club member Stephanie Kligg won the Unsung Hero Award for service above and beyond the call of duty. Ginny Ward is the faculty advisor for the Key Club.
North Penn High School night crier students accompanied by advisor Pat Russo, participated in the Temple University press conference and walked away with 7 first-place awards, including Best Overall Newspaper, Best Cartoon, Best Critical Review, Best Column, Best Opinion Piece, Best Sports, and Best Photo. Night crier students also recently traveled to Columbia University in New York to participate in the Columbia Scholastic Press Association Conference with advisor Ann Weinblatt. While there, the night crier won the Silver Crown Award.
On Friday, April 19th at 8 o'clock p.m., North Penn High School will hold its Night with the Ensembles in the North Penn High School Gymnasium. Some of the featured performances include the North Penn Percussion Ensemble, Night Vision, Journey, Maiden Voyage, and the North Penn Visual Ensemble.
High school sophomore Rachel Burke was recently notified that her prose epiphany piece entitled Grandmother's House was published in the March issue of the High School Writer, a creative journal from high school students nationwide.
Recently, the world-renowned brass quintet, the Chestnut Brass Company, presented a series of performances and workshops to 7th and 8th grade students at the Pembroke Middle School. The event was made possible through a grant from North Penn Educational Foundation. The Chestnut Brass Company has earned international acclaim for brilliant performances on both historic and modern instruments.
Penfield Middle School 7th and 8th grade students recently participated in the Pennsylvania Mathematics League competition. The 8th grade team did exceptionally well and placed second among schools from Montgomery County and 12th in Pennsylvania from a field of 308 schools. The 8th grade team members were Reed Collins, Matthew Kreuzer, Debbie George, James McCarter, Melissa Connell, and Eric Sticks. Elaine Cash and Barbara Sturgeon are the faculty advisors.
The Penfield and Penndale vocal ensembles will host the annual Night of Song on Friday, April 12th. The purpose of the festival is to give vocal ensembles from area middle schools a chance to come together to hear each other perform. Tickets will be available at the door, $2 for students and $2.50 for adults.
Montgomery Elementary School recently had a lip sync contest of their very own. Reporter Jody Rogers has the story.
5th and 6th graders at Montgomery Elementary School recently participated in the second annual lip sync contest. The music ranged from Rod Stewart's Having a Party to the Broadway production of Annie's It's a Hard Knock Life.
She just enjoys it, and it's so great for all the kids to have an opportunity to do this, to get up on the stage, and you know, it's kind of like a talent show. So.
The show was sponsored and organized by the Home and School Association. Ruth McDevitt and Debbie Turner chaired this event, which showcased 34 acts and 113 performers. Montgomery Home and School Association President Pat Coons credits the parents for the success that the event was.
I just can't say enough about the number of volunteers that we get and the kind of people that they'll do anything. And, you know, obviously, look at me, we'll do anything.
Various volunteer judges rated the acts on choreography, originality, and accuracy, among other things. Awards were given to the best costume, the best choreography, originality, best individual, accuracy, best group, and overall performance. This event was a huge success due to the talented students and the large number of volunteer parents. For North Penn News, I'm Jody Rogers.
The Hatfield Elementary Home and School Association presented its first annual lip sync show. 5 individuals and 12 group acts entertained the audience of students, family members, teachers, and friends. The grand finale included Home and School Association members in a rendition of Leader of the Pack and some faculty members' rendition of YMCA. 3 high school students dressed up as the Chipmunks performing Uptown Girl, and prizes were awarded for a variety of categories, and a great time was had by all.
Reading is a Magic Carpet was a theme for Gwen Nor's primetime reading for grades 2 and 3 held in March. Some highlights of the evening, under the direction of Valerie Sinacore, students from the North Penn High School Green Room Club presented some of their tales for tots. It was a fun evening for all who attended.
The 4th grade students at North Wales Elementary School recently performed a musical entitled Of Thee I Sing, written by North Wales music teacher Tracy Calvaresi. The music was designed to demonstrate the relationship between the 4th grade social studies curriculum and the music, helping the students gain a new understanding of how music is an integral part of history.
Walton Farm students in Mrs. Bachnowitz's 6th grade class spearheaded a drive to raise pennies for primates. After the official count at the bank, the Walton Farm students and faculty collected a total of $1,345.76. A check will be presented to a representative of the Philadelphia Zoo at a June 5th assembly.
All that said, now let's switch over to North Penn High School sports. Begin where North Penn volleyball team took on Christopher Dock Tuesday night. The Knights fell behind early 5-0 in both games, but with strong play by Mike Mudry and Brent Roberts with a total of 22 kills, along with Brian Clementes, Brent Mudry, Alex Dressel, and Brian Harvey. The Knights came off victorious 15-10 and 15-11. North Penn improves to 4-1 overall as Christopher Dock falls to 2-3.
In boys track, this year's boys track team is being predicted to be one of the best in the area this spring. The Knights certainly proved to be solid on distance as seniors Jim D'Angelo and Mike Frickert look to carry over their successes in the distance medley relays from the indoor season. Junior Dave DiFrancesco also highlights the Knight distant runners. The boys also retain their speed as sprinters as Sterling McNeil and Rick Jenkins return to the team. Jenkins also joins Joe Musica and Mark McGee in the team's strong hurdle department. Another strength for the boys is the javelin, where junior Kyle Moody and senior Bill Smith excel. The boys are hoping for big things this spring.
In girls track, this year's track team is searching for their own identity this spring, but the idea of a repeat of last year's championship season is still in the back of their heads. But this year's team is altogether different from last year as the maidens return only 2 runners. Juniors Beth George and Jess Franks return out of 9 which participated in the state meet last season. The girls certainly took on the look of last year's Saturday at the Wissahickon Co-Ed Relays as George and Franks helped the maidens set a new record for the sprint medley relay with a time of 4:16.5, breaking the old record of 4:16.6 set in 1985 by an Upper Dublin girls team. Along with George and Franks on their relay were senior Corinne Bernstall and sophomore Nia Campbell. Continued success to the girls' spring track team this season.
North Penn had 4 swimmers nominated to the all-area swim team. Senior Sue Shriver for the girls' team, and juniors Jeff Fakish and Steve Johnson, along with senior Jason Craig for the boys' team.
Kevin Biagas and Jay Jamison were named to the 95-96 Super 10 by the Montgomeryville Spirit. Kevin Biagas, with a team-high average of 21.3 points a game, led the Knights to their 2nd Patriot Division championship. Jay Jamison added with 77 three-pointers on the year and had a total of 800 career points. Congratulations to Kevin Biagas and Jay Jamison.
The 1995-96 all-area wrestling team was announced last week. Making the first team in the 119-pound weight class was North Penn's Tom Radisoni. Bob Slavinsky was voted to the 2nd team in the 171-pound weight class. Kevin Hammond, TJ Clugston, Gary Leatherman, Jason Vinus, and Joe Gillespie all made honorable mention for their individual weight classes.
And recently, Jen Hauser was voted one of the best top 10 women's basketball players. And also, Jamie Willis, Jill Baker, and Kristen Somar earned honorable mentions as members of this year's phenomenal maidens basketball team. Congratulations. And that is it for this edition of North Penn News of North Penn Television. I'm Joel Brown.
And I'm Trish Williams. Thanks so much for watching and have a good night.
They've given our generation a label, X. Generation Nothing. They say we have no sense of purpose. They say we have no cause to believe in. Who are they? Join the thousands of us who are making a difference and wear a label that does mean something.
Welcome to another North Penn Science Break. Today we're going fishing. What we have is a tank of water and some paper fish. If you look closely at these fish, you'll find they're a little bit different. They have a very long fin. They're kind of cut up the middle, and there's a little hole right about in where the fish's stomach would be. We're going to have the fish float in the water and see if we can make him swim. So I'm going to set the fish in the water, and I'm going to add, where the little hole is, some dishwashing liquid. There goes the fish. Amazing. You can try this at home. So what you need to do is make a paper fish. Make your favorite shape of fish. It can be a small one, depending upon the size of the tank you've got. Just make sure that you have a couple of long fins and a little hole in the middle. And you can drop in a drop of any kind of dishwashing liquid and make the fish swim. What happens if you try to make a bunch of fish swim? Try it and see. You may be surprised. For North Penn Television, I'm Donna Brown.